Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast. Now, this is for August 11th until 17th. Let's take a look what's going to be coming your way. So, this week I'll be using a different tarot card, okay? I'll be using a different deck. Alright, let's take a look. Looks like you're celebrating, or you feel so, like triumphant or very successful, or feeling like you have accomplished something in your relationship. And those times that you're about to give up, and those times that you really feel like, I just want to give up on this, and it's not really going anywhere. This week, you will be seeing much more answers, much more clarity, to each other's intents. The only thing that I feel like will be stopping you from achieving your goals together, are your fears. These are the things that's been like imprisoning you, stopping you, stagnating you. All right, you just need to find some strength, and that strength should come from your heart. Especially if you're with another fire sign or water sign. Okay? You will soon figure things out. And you will be able to put things through and through. Oh, this is the bottom line. And this is actually very good. It means that there is a silver lining plus marriage on the horizon. Okay, Aries. Especially if you have earth sign in your chart, okay? Now, you feel so happy, overwhelmed. It's like something inside of you feels so, fulfilled. And for the first time that you're feeling this kind of love, of warmth and passion, and, this excitement. It's like you just, you feel like you're a teenager again, or you're back to how you've started. Okay, that young feeling, that zest, that excitement, that enthusiasm. The every time that you're not really together, you're thinking of how to surprise the other person, or you're actually thinking how to please your partner, or how to make him feel he's really loved, appreciated, and that you're always thinking about him. Now, in some areas, for women, you need to be a little bit more attentive to the needs of your partner, because I feel like this time it will get better. I mean, you know what? I'm not really, well, there's just one tiny little thing and a problem that I can see here that's about to happen, but it's pretty much manageable. But right now, whatever that you have started, you're pretty much celebrating your love. Okay. Now, for those women, Aries women, you need to be a little bit more attentive, sensitive, and a little bit more conscious, okay, of your partner's needs and your partner's not really demands, but something that they're looking from you or longing from you. Because I feel like that is where you will be finding the solution to your problems. The solution that, that you're supposed to have thought about it in the past, or that you're supposed to have dig up in the past, but you were just too busy hurting each other. You were just too busy nurturing your own wounds and making your fights even bigger. So now, right after the retrograde, okay, which is in a few weeks' time, it will be retrograde again. But now, this week, there will be a lot more openness, expression. There will be a lot more, like intent of making it long lasting, expressing it unconditionally. Now, some of you are thinking that you want to settle down, especially if you're not yet married. Now, to some of you who's already married, you're thinking of either moving to a bigger house, having a better job, better finances, because this is the only thing that's been like in your mind, and the financial security. I mean, you're already financially stable right now. I don't see you struggling or something like that, but you want to have much better place, much better foundation. All right. Now, to Aries men, looks like don't go back and forth with your promises, with your intent, and be more consistent with whatever it is that you are showing to your partner. The love, the overflowing cup of love that both of you have been sharing and been celebrating. The only problem here is your fears, your baggages, issues, karmic debts. Um, the thing here is we all got hurt in the past, regardless whether we've been careful of choosing the right person, whether we gave everything, we did not give everything, whether that person has been really great, educated, whatsoever. When you love, you have to understand that it will always be part of you know that relationship, that it will always be in that context, and it will always be in that you know uh yeah, in that thing or situation, that pain, anguish, hopefully not bitterness, but crying will always be there, tears. And not because that you've been hurt in the past, you will always feel like every time that there's a new person that comes into your life, they will be doing the same thing. The more you think about this, the more you entertain the idea, and the more you attract the energy. It's time for you to release your baggages. It's time for you to move away, move on, move forward from your past. If there are some people that you need to forgive, forgive them in a real sense, not just by saying, "Oh, I've already forgiven that person. I've moved on." But the bitterness is still inside your heart. Whatever the person have done to you, you can still forget. So that's not real forgiveness. So, wish them well. Let go of your anger. Let go of your bitterness. Because sometimes it's not actually our heart that's been hurt and bruised. It is our ego. Okay? So you need to release that in order for you to enjoy a happy, good, unconditional love and life and relationship. All right? And don't be much of a control freak. Okay? Now, the thing here is there has been some instances in the past. There are temptations. There are, when you've been having some problems, the other person faced temptation, or it could be you. But I feel like it's more of your partner that faced this kind of situation, that they were feeling so rebellious, and they feel like, okay, you don't want me, you've been pushing me around, you've been neglecting me and setting me aside, and you're not really, I'm minding my own needs, and you don't make me feel like you need me. So I'm gonna go and look for someone else. So that temptation has been there. All right. But then things have turned around suddenly, and now both of you are enjoying this happiness. So this whole temptation thing that was once been there, and I feel like this was 4 years, 4 months ago, or something like that. No, 4 to 6 months ago, or 4 to 6 years, that this whole thing happened. But you also share, part of the problem. So as long as they are gonna make a promise that they're not gonna do this again, and they're not gonna hurt you again, I feel like it's worth trying, for for the second time, or giving them a second chance. Because after all, right now, both of you are really happy. Both of you feels really elated. Okay. The only worry about your partner is that there are a lot of what if. What if this is not gonna last? What if this is just a dream? What if this is just a trick? What if this is just like like he's just trying to make it up to me because he did something to me? What if this is like this? What if this is like that? There are a lot of what ifs and there are a lot of reservations that if your partner will not be honest and will not be straightforward towards you, they will never ever have that peace of mind. And they will never ever have that oneness in their soul. And they cannot be really reunited with you in a soul level because they have this hesitance and they're holding on to something like guilt and fear, and they're so scared, you know, and until to the point that they will be a little bit defensive and they will be a little bit touchy or jumpy. All right, but soon enough you'll be figuring out the problem and the solution to this, because this is where you're really good at piecing out the puzzle. Now you'll be wishing for things to be a little bit more in control, for your partner to be a little bit under you, and for your partner to at least respect whatever you've had and whatever you still have, which is, that is the promise. They are much more willing to nurture and to follow the relationship right now, even though that there are some things that they need to fight off and that they need to end. Okay? They need to end their bad behaviors, how they've been acting in their relationship, how they've been treating you. They need to end those patterns and things that they already got used to, habits as well, you know. And soon enough, they will be facing their own karma. You don't have to will this. You don't have to think about this. You don't have to, make them squeal out of this, whole thing. Because I feel like they're not going to do this. And even if they do, ask yourself, are you really ready to hear the truth? Are you really ready to face the consequences of it? Can you really hear it straight from your face, or can you just really let it go? I mean, it's hard to let it go knowing that there's something that happened way back when, and it's going to be like, itching in your mind, at the back of your head, that you feel like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Or who's the woman? When? How did it happen? How many times? Those things. Sometimes the reason why we just want to know is because we just want to get involved. Because, of course, we're in a relationship, so you deserve to know the truth. But right after knowing the truth, what are you going to do about it? This is what you need to, to really be one with yourself. And this is what you really need to think long and hard about. Now, you already know the truth. Let's say, okay? And you're still looking for more evidences. Do you still need to continuously torture yourself towards digging up the past and towards digging up a past betrayal? Is it really that important to know more about the past than what it is now? Ask yourself about these things if you're really ready to face it. Okay? Because otherwise, there is, like a very good, not really ending, but there is something really good that's going to be coming out from this. It will be like a brand new beginning. It's like you're going to be going back to your honeymoon stage, and you're going to be falling in love with each other again. You're going to be realizing that, oh my God, I can't really live without my partner. I love him, I love her, and I can't really see myself being without him or her. That regardless of what really happened in the past, as long as he or she will commit, or they will be making a promise that they're not going to do this again, I'm ready to accept it and ready to start all over again. Because I feel like this whole thing is really true love. Okay? So, I feel like You just need to be a little bit more open-minded. Be calm. Try to digest first, and weigh the pros and cons and calculate the consequences. Let's say, for example, that you're going to get upset. You're going to walk away. Are you really ready to leave your foundation behind? Everything that you have started now, and then you're just going to, turn it into waste and nothing. You're just going to walk away from it. Is that what you really want? But when it comes to your workplace, when it comes to your finances, it seems like communications will be very active, and I feel like more people will be more cooperative to you this week. There is also an upcoming trip that you will be making within this week, and right afterwards there will be either it's an emergency meeting or it's like in a scheduled meeting, but there will be some changes, okay, to a current negotiation or to a current contract that you're expecting to be signed or to enter into an agreement. So, but still, even though that there will be some changes or there will be some alterations, your client or whoever it is that's going to be signing the agreement or contract, they will still be getting in, okay? And it's still going to be pushed through. Plus, next week, I feel like you will be. There is, especially if you're into sales, okay? There is a big contract that you will be closing and a big client. Well, I feel like you will be taking home a big fat check, for your commission. Good for you. Anyway, that's it for you for this week, Aries. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone or live on the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.